What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. This was for Children of the Corn, the OG 1984 version from Arrow Films. I don't have cool disc artwork to show you on this one. I just got a press screener for it. The movie is about a town that's controlled by children after they fell under the control of Isaac, who was a child preacher, and he convinced them that he was speaking to this religious entity known as He Who Walks Behind the Rose. And he was, through the guidance of this guy who walked behind the rose, he was told to kill all the adults in town. That's what the kids did. They rose up and killed all the adults, except for one guy that they left out on the edge of town to kind of take care of some of the stuff that they weren't able to do. Peter Horton and Linda Hamilton are passing through the area. One of the kids who got on the wrong side of Isaac ended up being killed and put in the road as a scarecrow. They're not paying attention to where they're going. They hit the kid. They think they killed the kid. So they want to find the nearest town. The old man on the edge of town is like, don't go to Gatlin where the kids are. Go to the further town and get help there. And of course they don't listen to him. And they go into Gatlin and they run into these creepy religious zealot children. And the movie is just what's going to happen. I don't know that this is a horror classic. I think a lot of people hold it in that esteem. I personally don't think that it is. I think it's a good horror movie. I think it's a good, solid horror movie. It's not quite as creepy to me as it would be to a lot of people, just because I grew up in the Midwest. When I was a kid, I lived literally next door to a cornfield. So, like, cornfields have never been spooky or scary to me. But I think what makes this movie creepy, even if you're not creeped out by cornfields, is like the religious zealotry and the fact that it's creepy kids. I think it just works. It's not really gory. It has very little blood in it. It has no nudity in it. It doesn't even have like a lot of jump scares. It just has, a creepy atmosphere. And again, if you're spooked by cornfields, this is definitely going to be one that will like super creep you out. I do want to talk about some of the effects toward the end. There's a scene where a character is being crucified, more or less, and this weird computer effect, I don't know how they did it, but it looks terrible. It's like basically the color yellow swarms on him and then switches to red. It looks like an NES game come to life, kind of. It looks really, really bad, super out of place, and I don't really understand why they did it like that. It's definitely in complete contrast to the rest of the movie, which is very creepy and involves like a supernatural feel, but definitely not some weird like digital honeycomb or whatever. I don't know. It's just a really odd effect. It really sucks, and it's a really weird way to end the movie. But on the other hand, it's fun because it's so terrible. So it's just kind of up to whether or not you appreciate horrible special effects. I think the performances in this are good. I like the creepy kid. John Franklin, I think, plays the leader Isaac. He's very, very creepy. He would come back, and I think it was Children of the Corn 666. Courtney Gaines plays his like enforcer right-hand man, and he's pretty good in his role too. Linda Hamilton is fine. She does a really goofy like karaoke dance number for Peter Horton early in the film that's just like so awkward and ridiculous but super fun. The Blu-ray from Arrow, it looks great. There are some scenes that look maybe like a little bit like they've over-processed, but it's not too bad. There are some scenes that actually look really bad, but if you go back and watch your DVD or your VHS, you'll see that it's the case there too. It's a production issue. It's not an issue with the actual transfer. It's got quite a few extras, featurettes, interviews, audio commentary. Definitely no shortage there. That's Children of the Corn. I would assume just about every horror fan has seen it. Sorry. Again, I don't think it's some great unmissable movie, but it's one that I would have to have in my collection, and I think a lot of other horror film fans would feel the same way. I think it's more than solid. The Arrow disc is definitely the definitive version, so if you're going to get it, get that version. If you like these videos, please check out my website, markfusion.com. I've got hundreds and hundreds of reviews there. New ones go up every day, 7 days a week. You can also check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, at markfusion. And then, of course, I've got quite a few reviews on the playlist here. If you're not a sub to this channel, please do sub. Every sub really does help me out to grow my site and to grow this channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully I'll see you soon.